Avery's Rest is a colonial period archaeological site that was actually identified in the field in 1976. The site is located on an 800-acre tract of land that John Avery acquired from the colonial government in 1674. We recognized at the time a number of potential sites could be threatened around Rehoboth and Lewis area. So we developed what we call a comprehensive broad area survey, where we just walked every single plowed field we could find and talked to landowners about what they may have found. And that's where we found the concentration of artifacts during that broad area survey. In retrospect, that was probably a pretty good thing, because most of the sites that we identified in that early mid-1970s surveys are now gone. Probably the greatest surprise was the location of 11 unmarked burials. But it also is a great opportunity to really look at individuals and what their life was like through, forensic anthropology.
We started by collecting DNA samples from all 11 of the burials. Avery's Rest is such an early site. This is a 1680s to 1710s site in Delaware. These are the earliest African individuals to have been recovered in Delaware at this time. So even the presence of them it's completely historic and very significant. Historical records say that there is an estimated only 500 African individuals by 1700 in Delaware. So it's a very, very small population. We did mitochondrial control region sequencing. And so the mitochondrial DNA is a type of DNA that we have that is really special because it's inherited only by the mother. So we can look at maternal ancestry specifically. What we look at are actually really small changes in the DNA. So we look at the accumulation of these little mutations in our DNA to see how people are related to each other and where do people come from. And the 3 African individuals that were found there came from areas of West Africa, South Africa, Central, and then also potentially Eastern Africa. And so this is really important in thinking about the history of African and African-descended peoples in Delaware during this really early period of the 17th century.
Archaeology can give us a glimpse of people's lives throughout that entire period. It's about people too. It's about a family story of John and Sarah Avery and his family. It's about the slaves who lived there.
DNA becomes part of the toolkit that we can use to try to reconstruct who these people were, what were their stories like, what was their experience living, and then how can we learn from their stories to understand what the environment was in the 17th century Chesapeake. So it's a very personal experience.
Hi, I'm Shirley.
And I'm Regina Mitchell. For more videos like this, subscribe to WHYY.